फ्रेंड्स, हाऊ आर यू? मजेत ना? असायलाच पाहिजे. मायसेल्फ मिस्टर नरेंद्र जंगले फ्रॉम गोखले एज्युकेशन सोसायटीज R.M. Bhatt High School, Paray. Welcome students. Dear friends, we are studying this fourth chapter, financial planning. In previous video, we studied about the GST, the detailed information about the GST and how it is calculated. The two types are there, CGST central and SGST. And using that means different rates are there. We see the charts of that rates and we solve that practice set 4.1 which is based on that part. Now the second practice set, only two practice sets are remain in this chapter. The remaining part is deleted by the state board. Now, before studying that practice set 4.2, we must study the concepts that we have to use in practice set 4.2. That is the GST in trading chain. Trading chain. Chain means, because in our country, all the products, all types of sale or all products are sold in the chain. Chain means one person to other person to other, then next, like this. So here the general chain is as shown in the figure. The general chain in our India, first one company or one manufacturer manufactures that product. For example, Tata, Godrej and so many companies are there, Raymond, that manufacture that product, that is called manufacturer. That is the first stage. So manufacturer never goes to the doorstep of the customer. He sold the items to the wholesaler, or that is called traders. So here the second stage means, here it is the first stage of transaction. Here it is the first transaction between the manufacturer and a wholesaler. So wholesaler never gives single product. Wholesaler. So that wholesaler sells, or it is also known as distributor, or it is also known as trader, distributor or trader. So here this is the first transaction between manufacturer and the wholesaler. Now at this stage the wholesaler pays the tax, that is GST. Wholesaler pay this GST at the time of purchase. Now that wholesaler sell this product. This is second transaction, second stage of the calculation. Here it is sold to the retailer, a small shops means retailer. So here again at this stage the retailer pay the GST at the given rate. Here first, here the GST is paid, here second again GST paid, and here third it is goes to the home of the customer, or it is called consumer. We consume that is called consumer. So here it is the third stage of this transaction. यहाँ पे तीसरा ट्रांजैक्शन होता है. The product moves from the manufacturer means company to the wholesaler. This is the first transaction. Here the tax GST is calculated. Now retailer, wholesaler to retailer, that is the second transaction. Here again the GST is calculated, and retailer to consumer, again the GST is calculated. Now in all this chain, the whole GST is paid by only this person, that is consumer, that is called as customer. The definition is कस्टकर आणि मर. So that is called, it is customer. So that is the consumer, or we, the general public. So that person pay all the GSTs. So here one example is given in our textbook. Suppose one product is there. That product is sold by this company, means manufacturer, to the wholesaler at rupees 200 with the profit to the wholesaler. Here this is the cost of that product. Basic cost of that product means manufacture and the profit, means including the profit, sell this product to the wholesaler. So wholesaler purchase this product at 200. Now this wholesaler sell this product to the retailer at rupees 300. This example is given in our textbook. Now the 100 rupees is the profit of that wholesaler. Now that retailer sell this product to the consumer at rupees 400. Means here in the chain, in the trading chain, that is called trading chain, in every trading chain, all the products in our country are sold in this way. So here that for this customer the price becomes double. Here the manufacturer sold at 200, then here it becomes 300, here it becomes 400. So how the GST is calculated? Suppose the GST on, here the example of that watch is given. The product is the watch, wristwatch or any type of watch. The product name is watch. Now the rate of GST on this one is 12%. So 12% means 6% CGST and 6% SGST. Now how the GST is calculated? Here at this stage, CGST is rupees, here 12%, 12 twos are 24 means 12 rupees, and SGST is 12 rupees. Total is 24. So total GST paid at this first transaction, during this first transaction, means wholesaler pay this 24 rupees at the time of purchasing. Now when he sold that product, that retailer pay the tax on rupees 300. So here CGST and SGST, the total GST is, here 12 threes are 36 rupees. So here CGST is 18 rupees and this is 18 rupees. Now at third stage, the consumer pay this one. 12 fours are 48 rupees, means here CGST is 54 rupees because 48, and SGST is 24 rupees. Then the total GST is equal to 48 rupees, and this 48 is paid by this consumer. So the product for consumer, this cost of the product becomes 448 because that 48 rupees GST is paid by the consumer. So that product of 200 becomes product of 448 because of the taxes and the profits of the wholesaler, retailer, etc. Means mediators. These are called mediators. Now if we calculate the GST, the total GST on that one, means which is goes to the government, it should not be more than 48 rupees. इसके ऊपर नहीं जाना चाहिए, only 48. अगर हम लोग कैलकुलेट करते हैं तो वो 48, here it is 36, here it is 24. तो फर्स्ट स्टेज the GST payable. So here GST payable. So for wholesaler has to pay rupees 24 total GST because it is not paid before that. उसके पहले कोई ट्रांजैक्शन नहीं हुआ है. That's why the wholesaler has to pay 24 rupees. Now that retailer has to pay this GST payable is equal to this 36 minus this 24 rupees already paid. So only 12 rupees. Only 12 rupees. Now this consumer or this third one has to pay the GST payable is equal to this 48 and minus here in the second stage it is paid 36 rupees. So again 12 rupees. So this 12 and this 24 like this total 48 rupees goes to the government account and 24 rupees to the central government and 24 rupees to the state government. So in this way the GST is calculated in the GST trading chain. Means in trading chain, in this way we can calculate the GST. Now here this wholesaler pay the GST while purchasing and while selling both the time. So the GST which is paid at the time of purchase, that is called input tax. So let us see the next concept, that is input tax, output tax and input tax credit. Now the first concept is input tax. Means GST. Yeah? We are talking about GST only. Input tax. The tax paid at the time of purchase is called input tax. Second one is output tax. The tax collected at the time of sale is called output tax. Now here tax payable. How to calculate that tax payable is equal to this output tax minus input tax credit. Credit means the tax which is paid in the previous transaction, that is called input tax credit. It is ITC. It is denoted by the letter ITC. So how will you calculate the tax payable? Output tax minus ITC. ITC means input tax credit. For example, if we consider the same example, when that manufacturer, wholesaler and retailer, this stage, here the cost is 200 and the tax paid is GST is 12 to the 24 rupees. So wholesaler sell this product for 300 rupees and collect the GST of rupees 36, 12 3. So tax payable for this wholesaler, ये wholesaler जो है इसने पहले क्या किया है, यहाँ पे टैक्स पे किया है 24 rupees. Now tax collected is 36 rupees. Now which amount to be paid? Collected minus this credit, the deduction, that is called credit. Credit यानी पहले से वहां पे जमा है, that is called the credit. Then we get tax payable is only 12 rupees. So in this way, we can calculate the tax payable, output tax minus that input tax credit. Now using this method, we have to solve that practice set 4.2. Now before studying that practice set 4.2, let us study one concept is there again, that invoice B2B and B2C. So what is the meaning of this B2B invoice? B2B and B2C means here this is the businessman, this is also the businessman, means the person, both the persons having the GST number, the transaction between the GST holder, that is called B2B transaction. And here this person is a GST holder, here it is GST holder, but the customer do not have the GST number. Therefore this transaction is called B2C transaction. Let us see that practice set 4.2. Now before studying this practice set 4.2, some solved examples are given. 4 solved examples are given in your textbook. Please study that solved examples, and if you have any difficulty in that solved example, then write in the comment box. I will definitely solve that doubts. Now let us see that practice set 4.2. Now before practice set 4.2, one box is given. Let us think. So here 2 questions are there. First one, suppose in the month of July, the output tax of the trader is equal to input tax. So first question is given, output tax, input tax is equal to output tax. Both are equal. Then the GST payable. What is the GST payable? So the GST payable is 0 because input and output tax both are equal. That's why the GST payable is 0. In second question, suppose in the month of July, output tax of trader is less than the input tax, then how to compute his GST? So here the input tax, output tax is less than, means input tax is greater than the output tax. Now in such a case, the GST is minus. Why? Because this discount is more than the, how to calculate output tax minus this tax credit, but tax credit is more, so we get negative. Whenever negative GST is there, minus GST is there, that means the GST is returnable to that person, means that amount is returned to that person by government. So that is called GST return. So like income tax return, we have to fill that GST return also. And if we fill that GST return, then the extra GST paid is returned to that person. So that is the meaning of these 2 questions. So let us see the first example from practice set 4.2. I am not writing the whole examples, but writing some points. Chetana store, any general store is that. Chetana store paid total GST of rupees 1,05,000 at the time of purchase. So GST, write the main things. GST paid at the time of purchase. GST paid at the time of purchase. That is called at the time of purchase. That is called input tax. So this is nothing but input tax is equal to rupees 1,05,000. So the GST paid by this Chetana store at the time of purchase is this one, that is input tax is equal to this one, and collected GST of rupees 1,22,500 at the time of sale. So second stage is GST collected. Here it is paid and here it is collected at the time of sale, and this is known as output tax. This is called output tax, is equal to rupees 1,22,500. So what we have to calculate? Find the GST payable by Chetana store. So here, this is the first example. GST paid at the time of purchase by Chetana store, that is called input tax, is equal to 1,05,000, and GST collected at the time of sale is equal to this one. So first what we have to write? We have to write that GST means input tax credit and GST collected. So here input tax credit is nothing but that input tax is equal to rupees 1,05,000, and output tax means the tax paid at the time of sale, collected at the time of sale. This is rupees 1,22,500. Now we have the formula tax payable means GST payable. Instead of this tax we can write GST payable is equal to this output tax minus this input tax credit, that is called ITC. So what is the amount? Output tax is 1,22,500 and minus this 1,05,000. If we subtract, we get rupees 22,000. So the tax payable by Chetana store is rupees 22,000. So is it clear? This first example. So GST paid at the time of purchase, it is known as input tax. Means that is also called input tax credit. So this is 1,05,000. GST collected at the time of sale. These two transactions are done by the same person. So output tax is this one. Now input tax credit is 1,05,000, that is already paid by the Chetana store. Output tax means tax collected by the customer. It is 1,22,500. Now the GST payable is the remaining amount, the output tax minus this input tax credit. So we get 22,000. So in this way we can solve that first example. Let us see second sum from practice set 4.2. What is that second sum? Here Najma is a proprietor of any firm and registered under GST. Now Najma paid GST at the time of purchase. It is input tax is given rupees 12,500, and Najma collected the GST at the time of sale is equal to 14,750. Now what we have to find? This ITC and the GST payable. That two things we have to find. First one is ITC, input tax credit, and second thing that we have to find, it is GST payable. ये दोनों हम लोग को निकालना है. Now ITC is nothing but our input tax, means tax paid at the time of purchase. So ITC means input tax credit is equal to our input tax is equal to rupees 12,500. So this is the input tax credit, ITC. Now GST payable is equal to this output tax. You know the formula, output tax minus input tax credit, ITC. So output tax is 14,750 minus this 12,500. Now subtract this one. So we get 0 minus 0 is 0, 5 minus 0 is 5, 7 minus 5 is 2, and 14 minus 12 is 2. So rupees 2250, that is the tax payable. So we have to write the answer at the final. So ITC means input tax credit is 12,500 and the tax payable or GST payable is rupees 2,250 only. So in this way easily we can solve the sums of that financial planning or based on that GST. So let us see this third sum from practice set 4.2. In this third sum, different stages are there. Let us see. First one is Amir Enterprises and Akbari Brothers. The first transaction is between Amir Enterprises and Akbari Brothers. The second transaction is between Mayank Food Corner and that Akbari Brothers. So we have to find GST payable at every stage. So first one is Amir Enterprises. So this Amir Enterprises, which tax is paid by this Amir Enterprises and the tax payable at this stage. So here first one, GST paid at the time of purchase is equal to input tax is rupees 3,800 and the GST collected by this Amir Enterprises collected at the time of sale. You can directly write the input tax, output tax also. Output tax. But for your convenience, I am writing the whole things. The tax collected is rupees 4,100. So here, in this case, for Amir Enterprises, that input tax credit is equal to rupees 3,800 and output tax is rupees 4,100. Therefore, tax payable is this output tax minus this ITC, input tax credit, means rupees 4,100 minus this 3,800. So only rupees 300 is to pay by this Amir Enterprises. So at this first stage, that Amir Enterprises has to pay rupees 300 and 3,800 is paid at the time of. We have to calculate the CGST and SGST. So here, out of this 300, CGST is rupees 150, SGST is rupees 150 and total GST is equal to rupees 300. So in this first transaction, this is the tax, GST. GST to be paid or payable, CGST payable 150 rupees, SGST payable 150 rupees, and total GST payable 300 rupees. Now let us see the second stage of this example. So here we write, so second one is Akbari Brothers. We can write here brothers like this. For Akbari Brothers, I am directly writing here now input and output tax. So input tax is means that Akbari Brothers purchase this product from Amir Enterprises and pay the tax of 4100. So input tax for Akbari Brothers rupees 4100. Now he sold that product to Mayank Food Corner, and Mayank Food Corner paid the tax of rupees 4000. So tax collected by this Akbari Brothers means output tax. Output tax for Akbari Brothers is rupees 4500. Means this input tax is nothing but the ITC or input tax credit. Now tax payable for Akbari Brothers is equal to output tax minus this ITC. So output tax is 4500 minus this credit is 4100. So the tax paid is rupees 400. Now out of this 400, CGST is rupees 200, SGST is rupees 200, and total GST is rupees 400. So in this way, in this two stages, we can calculate the tax. So here in this example, we have to calculate the GST payable at every stage and the CGST, SGST. So here it is the first stage. Amir Enterprises pay this tax, input tax, then collect this one. So that Amir Enterprises has to pay 300 rupees. Out of this 300, 150 CGST, 150 SGST, and total GST 300. Now Akbari Brothers sold this product to Mayank Food Corner. So that Akbari Brothers paid the tax at the time of purchase, that is this one 4100. So this is the input tax or input tax credit for Akbari Brothers. Now output tax, that Akbari Brothers sold this product to Mayank Food Corner and Mayank Food Corner pay the tax. That tax is collected by Akbari Brothers, that is output tax 4500. So tax payable is output minus ITC. We get 400. Out of this 400, 200 to central, SGST, CGST 200 and GST 400. So in this way, we can calculate the GST in the trading chain or at every stage of the trading. Now let us see this sixth sum from practice set 4.2. In this sixth sum, what is given? We have to prepare business to consumer, yani B2C. There are two types of invoice, B2B and B2C. What is the difference? This B2B means both the business owner, both person having the GST number, means the trading between or transaction is between the two person having GST number, then that is B2B invoice. Now B2C means the businessman having the GST number but the customer do not have that GST number. So that trading or transaction is called B2C. So in sixth one we have to prepare B2C invoice, and in seventh one we have to prepare B2B. So using this you can prepare that seventh one. So here name of the supplier, the supplier For example, Messrs. Siddhivinayak Mobiles. Then write the address. The address is the address of that shop number to Gupte Road, Dombivli West. Then you can write the mobile number, any number, and email xyz@gmail.com. Here we have to write invoice number. We can write any number. Invoice number, suppose here it is 11. Then we have to write the invoice date. Invoice date, the today's date is 20 August 2020, and here GSTIN, that number is 27ABCDE 3456G. Then our 1Z and 5, like this. So write the GST number 15 alphanumeric GST number. Now here make the columns like this. Here the first column is serial number, then HSN code. The codes are given in your textbook. Then name of the item, name of the product or item, here product or item, anything. The next column is rate, quantity, then taxable value. अगर 2 लेते हैं तो मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 2 करके वी गेट टैक्सेबल वैल्यू. उसके बाद CGST, SGST, and here total. So here rate of that CGST, then tax, here rate of that CGST, then the tax, and then we have to calculate the total. So here the first item is, particulars are given here. The rate of the mobile battery is 200. GST rate is 12%. HSN number. So first one, here write the serial number 1. HSN code is 8507. 8507. Product is mobile battery. So here mobile battery, the rate is rupees. Here directly write the rupees. Here rupees. Here rupees. Direct लिख के रखो ऊपर. So it is 200. Now quantity, 1 battery. अगर एक बैटरी परचेस किया तो we have to pay for 1. So 200 into 1 is 200. That is taxable amount. Now rate of GST is 12%. That means 6% here and 6% here. So 6% of 200 we get rupees 12. Here rupees 12. So total tax is 24, and 200 plus 24 we have to pay 224. So total amount paid is 224. The second product is rate of headphone, means headphone. This HSN code is 8518. The product name is headphone. The rate of headphone is rupees 750. And how many? One piece, quantity 1. Therefore, we have to pay 750 rupees. Now, the rate of GST is 18%, means here 9% SGST, CGST 9% SGST. So 67.50. Here again same 67.50. 750 plus GST 135. We get 588. So here we have to pay 885 rupees for that. So in this way we can prepare the invoice. Now we have to write the grand total. The grand total here. In grand total, the taxable amount that we have to write. Here this is the first column, that is taxable amount, total of the taxable amount, then total of this tax, CGST, SGST, and this total. So here we have to write the 750 plus 250, we get rupees 950. This is the total taxable amount. This CGST is this 50, and here 7 plus 2 9, and 6 plus 1 7. So 79.50 rupees, that is CGST, 79.50 rupees SGST, and this total is we have to pay this 5 plus 4 9, 8 plus 2 10, 8 plus 2 10 plus 1 11. So total payable amount is 1109. So in this way we can form or we can make a tax invoice. Here this practice set 4.1 and 4.2 both are completed. That means the fourth chapter, financial planning, is completed here. If you have any doubt in the fourth chapter, please write in the comment box. I will solve that doubts. And if you like my video, please press the like button and subscribe my channel. I'll see you again in the next video.